Hi guys, welcome to my channel Vinyl Beauty, or welcome back. I'm Debbie if you don't know me. For today's video we're going to be doing a full face of makeup, and it's going to be a shop my stash, kind of get ready with me situation. And I'm going to be using some products that I've not used in a long time in this one. And I'm super excited to do it. I want to do a really sunshiny yellow look. The sun is shining in the UK today. It's like not a single cloud in the sky. It's 20 degrees. It's absolutely beautiful. And that always gets me in the mood to want to do something sunny and happy and glowy. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. And then whilst we're doing that, I thought we could have a chat about something. And it's a fun topic. I want to talk about collecting. Now, not necessarily about makeup collecting, but just collecting in general, and sort of what collections we have and all about that. So yeah, so it's not going to be so much about talking about the products as such. It's just going to be a hangout with me. So if you want to have a chat with me, see what makeup look I create, maybe have me on in the background and do your own makeup as well, then this is the video for you. Let's just get started. Okay, so we're going to be doing a full face. Not done that in a little while actually. I hate coming on camera with literally no makeup on and my shiny face for my moisturiser, but there you go. You've got me in all my glory today. So I'm not doing anything unusual with my base. It's the number 7 HydraLuminous one, which is a little bit too heavy for this time of year for me. I like to move on to like a bit more of a, I don't know, a tinted moisturiser or a bit more of a lighter coverage in the summer. But we'll do it kind of lightweight, and I'm going to use some glowy products as well, because I'm kind of bored of the matte look at the moment and I want to bring a bit of shine back. I always used to love doing my makeup very dewy and glowy. I think the summer lends itself a bit more to doing that anyway. So yeah, I thought we could have a chat whilst I'm doing it about collecting, because it occurred to me this morning on my walk it might be a fun topic. I always walk most of the way, well, all of the way to my husband's work and then carry on walking, and on the way I was telling him about another item that I've bought on eBay, and it's another one for my Barbara Streisand collection. And he said, what is it with you and collecting? Like, can't you just like something without having to own it? And I'm like, no, I really can't. If I'm into something, I'm into it in like the biggest way. And I'll get onto what I've been collecting just recently, perhaps as we go along. But this is something that has been a thing for me forever, thinking about it. So the whole sort of 4 miles I did after I left him, I was like, yeah, he's got a point. If I hadn't bought all the things I've collected over the years, I'd be very rich, I think, because I've literally spent a fortune on my collections of things, and I am such a hoarder as well, so I still own most of it. But in the sort of contrary to that, I'm quite a tidy person as well, and I don't like clutter, so that's kind of strange as well. Like, I don't have ornaments everywhere. I've got quite a sparse kind of decor and whatever, but I love collecting things. And I don't know what it is about owning things. Like, everybody wants to, for example, stream video now, don't they? Or, you know, I do that as well. I've got Netflix, I've got Disney Plus, I've got Amazon Prime, I've got Apple Plus, I've got them all. But I still, if it's something that I enjoy watching, want to own it as well. I'm going to go in with a bit of bronze. We're going to use the Milk Makeup bronzer stick in Baked. I've not used this in a while. Yeah, so it all started really, my media collection, I suppose, when I used to collect vinyl in the 80s, but I wasn't quite so obsessive about that as perhaps I am even now doing that. But I would say that the biggest collection I had was VHS tapes of films, and I had probably about 100 of those, and I would get so excited to own a new one. And it was when kind of surround sound had first come out. It wasn't like Dolby Digital or anything like that, but it was just like having speakers in the background, and I just wanted to own these videos because you could play them in surround sound. We used to rent our telly back then. This is so long ago. So But you know, prior to that you could only get videos in a video store, you didn't buy them in the shop, so to actually be able to own them and play a movie that you love over and over again just really appealed to me. So I collected all these videos, and then DVD came out and kind of made it obsolete, I guess. I'm gonna go in with Perk by Milk Makeup, one of the blush sticks. This never gets any love in my collection because I put my powder on and then I forget that I've not done my cream blush. But it is such a beautiful colour. I love these kind of corally sort of colour blushes. But you've got to put them on before you put your powder on. That's the whole thing with this. Great product for summer though. I do love this one. I always take it on holiday. And I love blush, as you guys know. So then I started to get into collecting DVDs and ended up with, got to be 1,000 of those. They're out in the garage on shelves, and Blu-rays after that. During that time as well, I got into collecting this magazine that was all about DVDs, DVD review, and so I had hundreds of issues of that as well. So you can see the whole theme starting to develop with that one. And then my husband was like, this is ridiculous, you don't even have a VHS player, we're going to get rid of all the videos. I nearly cried the day he took them to the tip, and I wish we hadn't. We had Disney ones, we had like special edition box kind of sets of things, and I think they'd be worth money now, like people wouldn't throw them away anymore. But yeah, so they all went. And I'm just going to go with powder. This is going to be Translucent Glow Powder by Laura Mercier. Not used this in a while. But I still do buy physical media at times, but definitely vinyl, as you guys know. I've talked about my vinyl collection before. I buy vinyl, but I also still buy DVDs and Blu-rays more so. I love to get a really nice quality, and like I've got a room set up as like a viewing room with a nice big TV and Dolby Atmos speakers and whatever, so we never go out really. So I don't mind spending quite a bit of money on like home entertainment and whatever, and the sound from like Blu-rays is just so much better, I think, than streaming, so it's worth it. But it's more so to own that thing, and I think that's the thing with me about collecting. It's like actually the ownership of it, and like building that collection that you can kind of be proud of, and just looking at them now and again. And I think that's how I ended up sort of getting into the makeup collection. Like I only started with, I don't know, a fairly normal amount of palettes, I would say, probably about 20. I mean, it's still a lot for a lot of people. Just going in with some contour from my contour book one from LunaTick Labs like I normally do. Yeah, so I only started off with a few palettes, and then the appeal of like getting limited edition palettes, and then obviously seeing what other people had had and not wanting to miss out on those things was more appealing than owning the actual product, or the product for itself, if you know what I mean. It was more about like the aesthetic of like the product and owning it, and that's definitely a thing I've explored about myself. And as I say, I was thinking on that whole walk, this is definitely how I am. So as you guys know, I've got about 300 palettes now, and I've been really trying to not buy any more because it's just, yeah, it's getting a bit mad really. Right, going in with the Cheekleaders Mini Pink Squad from Benefit. So I know you guys remember this. This was great. I'll take this one on holiday as well because it's got Galifornia in it, which is one of my favourite blushes of all time, and it's also got, I think it's called Tickle, yeah, Tickle, which is like a peachy pink highlight, so we can use both of those. But you know, with my makeup collection, I don't wear makeup all that much, if I'm honest with you. I mean, I wear it for my channel and I wear it when I go out, and that's about it. I'm not one of these people that has to have a full face of makeup on to go out to the supermarket or for people to see me. It really doesn't bother me if nobody sees me, you know, if people don't see me in makeup, it's not an issue to me. So I think the collection was more about the, you know, the packaging, owning the products, and the other thing is the thrill of the chase, and I think that's another massive thing about it. For example, if something's limited edition, you guys will know in the makeup world, if you don't jump on it like the second it's a release, you're not going to get it. But that feeling when you get something that you know perhaps other people are not going to get, and it's limited, and yeah, and you've got it in your collection, that's quite an addictive kind of feeling to me. So that's another thing I've kind of learned about myself, and it's not just about makeup, it's all things, you know, limited edition, as I say, DVDs and Blu-rays, or vinyl that comes out on coloured vinyl or picture vinyl. I'm there, I want all of those things. And I think another reason why I collect certain things is that they make you feel better. So I'm just going to do my brows while I chat this subject. So another thing I've got a massive collection of is shoes. I've got a lot of clothes as well, but stopped collecting a lot of those since I don't feel so great in them as I used to. I haven't really found my style since I've hit 50 really. Like I used to love wearing like really short sexy kind of outfits, and I've got long legs, so I used to always want to wear high heels even though I'm 5'10", and short skirts to really like show that off. But I don't know if that necessarily looks so nice when you're like 54, so I don't know, I just live in band t-shirts and ripped jeans nowadays, which is probably way too like young and aesthetic for me, but I've never grown up, you see. But yeah, so I used to collect dresses, and I still do. I've got like going out like posh dresses, I've got ball gowns, I've got dresses for nights out, and every time I would go out on a night out I'd want to buy a new one. So I've got probably over 100 dresses, never wear them, so I have stopped buying so many. I mean, if I was to go out though, I'd still want something new. That's kind of another thing that I do, and I think again that's all about making yourself feel good. Like that purchase, it's a temporary high that makes you feel great for like as long as it takes to get it home and realise that you spent money that you really didn't need to. But the first time you wear something and feel great in it is a wonderful feeling, I think. So about the time I was going out a lot, it's probably in my early 40s, I kind of had a bit of a midlife crisis, I guess. I used to start going out clubbing a lot more and partying at that time than I ever had before, and I started collecting shoes, and I've got over 100 pairs of high heels. I can't wear high heels anymore because I had an accident, toppled off my heels and shattered my elbow. I've actually got a metal part in my elbow as a result of that, and haven't wanted to wear heels ever since. But they're just a thing of beauty, and whenever I would find a pair that were just a bit different or a bit, I don't know, ornate or whatever, I'd want to own those. And sometimes I'll put them on and just look at myself in them because they're just so beautiful, and I can't bear to throw them away, and I'll probably never use them. So my poor long-suffering husband is right, you know. I've got a house full of stuff I've collected, but it doesn't stop me, and I'm still doing it now. So I've gotten into Barbara Streisand, as you guys know, and like I can't be a normal fan that just listens on Spotify now and again. Like, I'm all in, do you know what I mean? If I like somebody, I want to research all about them. I've watched every interview going on YouTube, that's quite a lot. I've watched every concert, I've been re-watching them this week. I've got every album I can get my hands on. I did a album collection, I'll link that if you're interested to see, but since then I've probably bought another 5 or 6, but they're way more limited, so Japanese issues or even bootleg editions, things that are rare. I definitely like having like rarities, something that's a bit special in my collections, and so I've been doing that, and it's brought me a lot of joy, I have to say, because it's more kind of a permanent thing than makeup. I think with makeup your collection devalues so quickly, like everybody's on to the next thing, and obviously makeup doesn't last forever, it does expire, whereas a lot of these things I'm collecting now, they're vintage already, there's something a bit special about them in any case, and you know, I'm still probably going to be listening to these albums and watching these DVDs in many years to come, probably after I've got on board of the palettes that I've bought. Right, I don't think that's too bad of a brow day. That was the Linda Hallberg Infinity, of course, nothing new there. I'll prime with the soft ochre paint pot today, just something easy to blend over. What I've recently done, which is not going to be helping my collector's mentality at all, is joined eBay. I hadn't done that for years and years. I was kind of a bit scared of like whether I'd get scammed on there, whether the products were genuine, but honestly I've found some amazing finds. But it's definitely the thrill of the chase, because obviously you're bidding against other people. You can see how many watches are on there, and some of the things are one-offs. Like I've bought a bootleg album of one of Barbara's live concerts. It was a concert from San Francisco in a little club in 1963. It's never been released by Columbia, her label, and so it's very rare to get this bootleg copy. And when I saw it, I was like, I've got to have it. And like, I just become obsessed. I'm like checking eBay every 5 minutes to see whether I'm winning these bids. But it's such a joy if I do actually win, and I just get so excited to get these products. And then I share it all with the people that are on the fan group on Facebook. There's an official fan group. But now I'm starting to collect the tour programs and books and t-shirts. Got a t-shirt on the way from a 1994 concert. Excited to get that. So yeah, I'm just such a collector. And I just don't know where that mentality came from, really. I had nothing much growing up. Maybe that was it. But I don't know. I'm going to use the Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star today because I want to do something yellow, and it's got some fabulous yellows in here. We've got one called Wow. It's really wow, actually. And we've got Lemon Drop, this one here. So I'm going to use those, but I think we need just something in the crease that's a little bit like less yellow just to blend into. So I'm going to go in with this one, which is Cone. I haven't used this palette nearly enough. This is a fabulous palette, really is. I think it's one of the best he ever brought out. I don't think it's ever topped it up. The quality's great. I think I'll do some Pride looks this year, because I really do love like bright colourful makeup like that, like lots of colours in it. And so I think I might use this palette for that. And I do have a bit of a thing for collecting Jeffree's palettes, but I've managed to resist the banana fetish because it really wasn't that yellow when you look at it. It's more neutral than it is yellow, so decided to resist that one. I've got this one and I don't need it really. That doesn't stop me keep looking at it. Once I get fixated on something, that's it. I can't stop myself. So I think I've done really well this year to like curb things on the makeup buying, kind of recognise that I don't need all of these things. And to be honest, I've got a bit jaded to it. There's just like nothing new or exciting that's coming out, nothing packaged in like an exciting way that gets me, nothing really limited edition. They're the things that really get me, if I'm honest with you. So hasn't been anything really, but it's been a joy collecting all this Barbara memorabilia and just vinyl in general. I've added quite a lot of other vinyl. Like I've collected a few Joni Mitchell and Carole King vinyl as well, because I sort of that spun me off in a tangent when I started getting into Barbara, of going into like more 70s music, which I've been really enjoying. So yeah, I'd just be interested to know, guys, like, do you collect anything? And if you do, why do you think you do it? Like, you know, what do you do with all the stuff? Because I'm thinking like with this t-shirt, I'm not even sure it's going to fit me, but what am I going to do with it? I might frame it and put it up on the wall, I think. And then the magazines and the programmes that I've collected, like there was a couple of magazines brought out to commemorate her 80th birthday. And they'll be collector's pieces one day, and it's like, how do you keep them pristine and what do you do with them? So yeah, I'd be interested to know if you guys collect anything and how you look after it. Right, we're going in with this orange shade here, and I'm just going to build a little bit of depth in the outer corner because I don't want it to be completely a yellow look. I need a little bit of something else in it, I think. So we might do orange and yellow together. But it's probably the lightest, like with least depth look that I've done in a while. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do a wing today. Are you shocked? I'll just take a bit of that orange onto the lower lash line. Not quite sure what I'm doing with this look really, just wanted to do something sunny and happy, so I was feeling sunny and happy. Honestly been in such a great mood all week, and I think it just stems from having no stress and doing the things I really want to do. It's just been a joy. It's the last day I've got on my own today. My husband's off tomorrow, and then the weekend weather looks awful, so I don't know what we're going to do. He likes to go on his motorbike at the weekend, so he's going to be grumpy if he can't do that. Pray for me, guys. He's long suffering though. When we were talking about Barbara today, he said, I said, "Do you remember that song that she did?" He goes, "I can't remember, you play me so many of them. I'm sure I've heard it though." Oh, bless him. He likes heavy metal, he likes Metallica. He doesn't mind Barbara, I'm lucky. He lets me like get away with a lot really. Alright, we've got a little bit of orangey goodness into this look, I think. Now we're going to go in with Wow. I hope it's as yellow as it looks in the pan, because I really want things to be yellow. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. That is a pretty nice yellow, and that would have shown up even more over a white base. I just thought I wanted to keep things reasonably sensible today, I think. Like my look yesterday for the Jubilee ended up getting quite out of hand. I liked it, but it was, yeah, it was dramatic. Husband came home and said, "Oh, I've done clown makeup again." Maybe I've succeeded if that's what he says, you know. Take some of that on the lower lash line, but on the inside. Oh, Jeffree Star shadows sting my inner corners. I don't know if you guys find that. There must be something in them that like causes it to sting, I don't know. Not for long, but just if I get a little bit of it in my eye, it will sting. Right, I'm going to put some shimmers on the lid, so we're going in with NYX Glitter Primer. Yeah, so fortunately they're the only things I collect at the moment. So mainly just media like vinyl and CDs as well. All of the albums I couldn't get on vinyl of others because not all of them are on vinyl. I've been collecting the CDs, and then the ones I didn't think I'd be able to find the vinyl of, because some are quite rare from like the 90s onwards when vinyl wasn't really so popular. I didn't think I'd find the vinyl, so I bought them on CD and then found the vinyl anyways. And I've got 2 copies, and I'm running out of space to store my vinyl now, because vinyl takes up a lot of space, so I need to stop with that now. Alright, I'm going to go in with Orange Juice now. That looks like a beautiful shadow. Don't know if I've used that one. I did do a couple of videos with this palette when I first got it, and I don't think I've touched it much since, which is the story of a lot of my palettes, if I'm honest with you. So I'm just taking that just to about halfway and just smushing it into that matte we've got in the corner. It feels weird not to have dark depth in a look. Like I always go deeper in the outer corner or the crease. But you've got to do something different, right? You can't keep repeating the same makeup look over and over again, which I try not to do. So I've uploaded quite a lot of videos this week. I've filmed pretty much every day. I'm going to go into Lemon Drop now. It's been super fun, really enjoyed doing it. And it's lovely to see so many of you come back and watch my videos, even when I don't upload for ages. You always come back. Just so appreciative. I did put a comment on my community tab to the same effect, but you know, I'm well aware that I'm a rubbish YouTuber. I'm not very reliable. You get videos when they come, and they're like double-decker buses. You get like 2 at once or whatever, but that's just how I am. But it's been strange because while I wasn't uploading, I was increasing in subscriber numbers almost every day, and then this week I've lost about 5. I'm like, I wonder what happens. Do they like, they're perhaps just like dormant subscribers, and then you put a video out and they're like, oh, we're subscribed to her, I don't want to be subscribed anymore. Like, or does YouTube just delete people? I really don't know, but it's quite demoralising as a creator, because you're like, I've put some videos out, I think they're okay. You know, what was it I said that made them finally go, that's it, I've got to go? I really don't know. It doesn't matter, does it really? I know those of you that watch me, you know, I'm adding value to you guys, and I love interacting with you guys, and that's what matters. I make videos now for the subscribers I have, and not to attract any more, really. We're a nice little group, and we're like, it's almost like nice that people don't know about us, don't you think? I do. Kind of liking how yellow and vibrant and orange this is. I'm going to go in with some white in my lower lash line as well, just to really brighten things up on the waterline. I can never remember what the name of that is. Waterline, not lower lash line, do we? If anyone thinks my eyes are big, a lot of it is trickery, quite honestly. It's the things I do to make them look more larger, and white in the waterline definitely does that. I don't think I'm going to do a wing today. I know. I'm not even going to do any eyeliner. I'm just going to go straight in with mascara. So this is the Melt Beetlejuice mascara. I'm loving this. I might have to repurchase this one when it runs out. I'm actually loving it even more now it's dried out a little bit. I don't know if you guys are the same with mascara, but when I first open a new one, they're too whatever formula for me. I like it when they're almost dried out, which is a strange one, but kind of missing Bad Gal Bang though. But other than the 5 eyeshadow palettes I've bought this year, that's all I've bought. I haven't bought any replacements of anything. I've just made do with the makeup I had, which has allowed me to indulge my passion for my vinyl, because you know, you can't buy everything. Now for lips, I've found a really old lipstick, but I want to use it. It's called 100 Degrees. It's by Urban Decay, and it was from their beach collection. Do you remember the palette that came out? I've got the beach palette as well. Still use it now and again. I'm going to use that, but if I'm using a bullet lipstick, I always have to line a bit first, because my lips are non-existent unless I do that. So we're going in with Cruel, which is kind of a similar colour. There we go. And this lipstick is Summer in a Lipstick. It's so pretty. Okay, so that's the finished sunshiny look, and I think I'm reflecting that beautiful sunshine outside, and yeah, just in such a good mood today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a bit of a rambly one, me talking about all my passions in life and my collecting, but yeah, it's just fun sometimes just to like be a little bit more, I don't know, just chatty and not just, I don't know, just think about makeup all the time. Makeup is part of my life, but it's not everything, you know. It's just nice to let you into what else I do between the makeups, I guess. I've got an idea for a series that I want to launch, and I'd love your feedback on it. I want to do a cosmetics and cocktails kind of theme, because I've got a little outside bar. It's like a glorified shed that we've turned into a bar in our garden. And I love mixing cocktails and drinking them as well. So I thought I could maybe drink the cocktail and chat with you guys a little bit and do a makeup look based around it. Hopefully the makeup will turn out okay if I'm drinking cocktails at the same time. But I just thought it would be fun, you know. I think it's been done by other people before. It's by no means a novel or original idea, but what is original anymore in the beauty space. But if you'd like to see that, I'd love to know what cocktails you think could make good makeup looks, and yeah, to inspire me. I'm thinking things like Blue Lagoon or Cosmopolitan, you know, colourful kind of makeups. Tequila Sunrise. This one could have been Tequila Sunrise, couldn't it? maybe with a bit more red in it. So yeah, if you'd like to see that, let me know. But yeah, just thank you so much for all your support when I'm not uploading, you know, sticking around and still being here and always showing support for my channel. You guys do mean the world to me. Thank you so much for that. But other than that, guys, I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are. I'm going out to go and enjoy that sunshine now. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.